Hi, my name is Don Suhan, my son Keith. We are the owners and founders of Tsunami Bikes. Tsunami Bikes are a kick-butt electric mountain bike. This is what we build. We are the designers and the builders. We build these bikes in Ladysmith, British Columbia on Vancouver Island.
So there's three different modes. You can have like a thumb lever or thumb throttle, or you can do what's called pedal assist. And that's the motion of your pedaling becomes how
The
fast
harder you pedal, the faster you go. That bike is 120 pounds. Without the batteries, it's about 70 pounds. There's a lot of battery in there. There's a full of batteries. And they're metal batteries, right? No, they are lithium. They're lithium manganese cobalt oxide. That's the same battery as what.
Cost to replace them?
Well, at this moment, that battery is $3,000 at this time. But that battery 3 years ago wasn't invented. But if you could have bought it, it would have been about $6,000. So the price of batteries is coming down by leaps and bounds, and the technology is rising by leaps and bounds. So that's
It's Tesla of bikes.
Oh, it is the Tesla of bikes. Absolutely, it's actually the Lamborghini of bikes. There's no bike faster,
car.
right?
I mean, it's so quick. I'm really impressed with the speed that it's picking up.
Yeah, because it's a direct drive on the wheel. And
Yeah.
electric motor, that's awesome.
And then they've got hydraulic disc brakes front and back. Their stopping power is very powerful as well. Big brakes, huge brakes. So they're almost motorcycle size.
Yeah,
So that was position 3, considered as fast, as much power as the bike can have.
yeah.
I can do that again in 1, and I can show you 32 kilometers an hour, 500
So
watts.
4 or 5 years ago, I built my very first electric bike. It was kind of a hobby. It was pretty cool. It had dual motors, one front, one back, and we had twin batteries in it and twin throttles on it. And the bike went like unbelievably fast. It did 60, 70 kilometers an hour, and I had an absolute hoot on it. Didn't take very long, however, that I got pulled over by the cops for speeding. And the cop didn't really care that I was speeding. He was just so enthused with the bicycle. He said, "You know what? We got to have these on the force. Could you build us some of these bikes?" And I said, "Yeah, I could build you a bike. Absolutely, I know how to do that." It's not going to look anything like this bike, though. It was just a mountain bike with motors put on it and batteries that were duct taped and zap strapped and velcroed onto the frame. You know the type. So, but having said that, they weren't available in the market at the time, so that's what we built. So he got my brain going a little bit, and I talked with the chief of police of Surrey RCMP detachment at that time, and he said, "Yeah, build us something. We could use something like that." So we did spend the next 2.5 years developing from the ground up electric mountain bike type bike, one that's not built on the market anywhere, one that can go for 10-12 hours without needing a recharge, one that's capable of 60, 80 kilometers, 100 kilometers an hour, able to go leap tall buildings in a single bound pretty much, and we did come up with a bike. We call them Tsunamis. This one here is a Raptor. It's not our law enforcement special.
Hey. Electric?
Yep,
Yeah.
it's your next bike.
This is your next bike.
I don't do electric.
These ones you might. 400 kilometer range.
I do pedal power,
Nice.
400 kilometer range.
but I'm a road cyclist. And
I totally get it.
I,
Before they had the electric bike.
They do get the exercise?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I got one fella that's lost 45 pounds since September.
Excellent.
But
So you're just bringing this on the market?
they're just new to the market.
Everything's brand new, yeah.
Yeah.
Today's our first review.
What kind of batteries? are you using?
Well, they're lithium-ion batteries.
Yeah. Charges
And
how long?
pardon me?
How long is the charge?
Well, they're 84 volt or 96 volt. And
Will they
30
use the charging stands that the vehicles are using?
No. They
110 volt.
they are at this time 110 volt plug into the wall socket,
Okay.
or 220 volt, but not the charging stands. They're not that way. The charger at this time is not integrated into the bike. It's different.
That'd be a good thing to do.
Oh, absolutely, but nobody builds one that's water and shockproof. So there's room for them inside the bike. The technology's not there yet. The Grin factory here in Vancouver has one that's getting close at 70 volts, but it's still not quite big enough. But as soon as, and I'm after them, as soon as they get to that 90 volt charger, that is shockproof and waterproof will be all over it, and then you just plug the bike into any charger
Okay.
or any outlet, eh? So,
Cool. So who's selling the bikes?
well, we are.
Well, you are. You're doing it online now, or you got to?
Yeah, we are online. Yeah, I'll give you a
No
business
brick and
card.
mortar yet.
No brick and mortar yet. Just factory direct. Out of Ladysmith.
You're out of Ladysmith.
Yeah.
Are they being built there?
Yeah, we build them right there in Ladysmith.
You
Yeah.
do, huh?
Yeah, we buy all the sheet metal and we put them onto a CNC machine and cut all the parts and pieces out, TIG weld them all together, grind them down,
Really?
powder coat them, and assemble them. And
So
then
you're
out
using
the door they go.
steel or you're using aluminum?
No, this is all 4130 chrome moly steel.
It is chromoly.
Yeah, the side panels are aluminum, simply because they don't have any or very minor structural
So you
load
got,
on
and
them.
you got front and rear shocks.
Front and rear suspension, front and back.
Suspension,
So you can hop a 6 or an 8-inch curb at 30 or 40 or 50
Great.
kilometers
So
an hour.
what
and,
are you retailing for?
they start at $8,200.
$200?
Yeah. So our big one here, that's the blue one. It's actually designed for police work. You know, where they can ride that bike for 10 hours straight and still have battery to get home with.
Take it
eh?
for a spin.
No, not today, Keith.
And that'll give you 400 kilometers?
This one here will give you about 200, 250 kilometer
250.
range with a top speed of 100 kilometers an hour.
No way.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So when you got to get somewhere fast, you can be across town in, well, faster than you can in a car, if
And
you have
so
to. Eh?
they're chain driven. Are there gears on there?
Yeah, you know what? It's a 2-speed transmission. There's a planetary drive system right in the
Right.
bottom bracket. So in low gear, you can pedal to about 30 kilometers an hour quite comfortably. So if the
Right.
battery is dead or broken down, you can pedal it home. But then once you put it into high gear, you can pedal comfortably up to about 75, 80 kilometers an hour. After that, you can't help anymore because you're just going too fast.
Will pedaling charge the battery?
Pedaling at this time does not charge the battery. Keeping in mind that, you know, the bigger bike is a 5 kilowatt battery, and, you know, the average pedaler can, you know, produce 200-300 watts for a while, but 200-300 watts doesn't come close to charging a 5 kilowatt battery. You'd be there for 50 some odd hours
Yeah.
trying to charge it. So
Cool.
best way is to plug them in. But they are a high performance mountain bike, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
They're phenomenal. You can climb 30-40% grades at 30, 40, 50 kilometers an hour all day long. You know, it's nothing like any other bike that you've ever come across.
You know what
to
I
be
like
honest.
about this the most? Homegrown.
Oh, it's made in Canada, absolutely.
That's what I like
He
about
does all the welding and the painting. That's his job.
Really, huh?
Yeah, and he's become very good at it. You know, like this is all TIG welded together. You'd never know.
Is this local design or have you?
Oh yeah, no, that's my design.
Ladies.
Yep, Ritchie equipment there. So sometimes the
Ritchie
hand.
was one of the first mountain bike manufacturers,
That's
and they
correct.
got out of it, and they just decided to make components.
Yep. So
Very cool.
the camo powder coat is every bike is unique. It's done by hand.
Yeah.
We actually cut maple leaves and stuff out on the CNC machine, and we lay it on top of the bike, and we spray it around it, and then we put a clear metal flake finish over the top of it to finish it off. It's absolutely bulletproof, and every bike is unique. But
So how would you fit the panniers on it?
the panniers, we have a Tsunami exclusive that is clamped here and clamped here in 2 locations. Of course, it can't be clamped to the suspension because
No.
we have 10 inches of travel. So
Yeah.
the pannier comes out here. It's all built in-house, nothing aluminum, it just breaks. So it's all made out of 4130 chrome moly, 3/8 steel. Sits up here, hangs down, slight angle to keep the panniers out of the wheel. Works like a hot damn. You can put 150 pounds on it. This is the bike that we designed for law enforcement. It's big, it's muscular, it's heavy. It comes in at 160 pounds, but having said that, you know, you can still pick it up. It's got a cruise time of about 12 hours, a top speed of 100 kilometers an hour, a range of up to 400 kilometers. You can ride this thing all day. Don't have to pedal a stroke, or you can pedal as much as you want. If you're going to have a bike, this is the bike you want to have. It's got a 40 amp hour battery, 85 volts, 3.5 kilowatts worth of battery. It's got a top speed of about 100 kilometers an hour. It'll get there in just a matter of a few seconds. Let me show you some of the features of the bike that may interest you. We'll start here. First of all, the front end is all bicycle, 26-inch mountain bike wheel, 203 millimeter disc brakes, 6-piston brake on this particular bike, also an 8-piston as an option. 8-piston, better than 6, lasts twice as long, twice the stopping power. Phenomenal, as good as any motorcycle. They're amazing. 8 inches of travel on the front suspension. It's hydraulically dampened here with spring preload on the other side, so fully adjustable. Doesn't matter how heavy, how big, or how steep, you can adjust that suspension to make it work for you. Absolutely phenomenal. Mud flap, one that extends a long ways, typical bicycle. The splash comes up the front or up the back, not a big deal. This one here is different. When the roads are wet, the water comes off the top of the wheel and shoots forward and then flies back up into your face. Big, huge mud flap stops that from happening. Absolutely amazing. Forward from there to the Schlumpf 2-speed drive transmission. It's got a little shuttle right here that shuttles back and forth. The way that this works is when your toe is here, your ankle is here, and you just touch the little button with your ankle and it switches the gear from low to high. I'll show you how that works. Switch it back. In low speed, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. You'll see that the chain ring moves in sync with the pedal at 1-to-1. Then you flip, get your toe to there, flip it with your ankle, and then it adjusts it up to a 3-to-1 transmission speed difference. And you can see that now the ring gear is spinning 3 times faster than what the pedal is. This allows the bike to be propelled up to about 80 kilometers an hour, and you can still pedal as if you're just riding in the park on the average afternoon. Nothing fancy about it. What it does do though, however, is we have no slack adjusters necessary because we get all the gearing that we need out of the 2-speed. So we have no slack adjusters, no chain adjusters, no gearing, just a single speed 16 or 13 pitch tooth sprocket on the back, depending on whether you're going to ride it in, on the road or on the trails. Everything here, the rear suspension has 10 inches of travel, so it gives you a nice cushy ride. You can drop it off of 10-12 inch curbs and land solidly without any damage and without hurting your back or anything else. 24-inch wheels on the back. Reason being is it gives you a little more torque and it builds a stronger wheel. It's stronger than a 26 or a 29. That's the reason for the 24. Oh, it is the Tesla of bikes. Absolutely. It's actually the Lamborghini of bikes. There's no bike faster.